guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. This was an exciting week because Apple dropped its new iPhone SE 2 days ago, just 2 days ago. All of this tech for a value of $649, that's like, wow, I'm like, whoa. Apple has never been so nice, but now they are. And I'm kind of excited about it. As I look through the specs of this new iPhone SE, it reminds me a lot of my iPhone 7 Plus. I used to pay so much money to get the specs of the 7 Plus, and now you get like all of those specs, if not better, for a price that's much lower. So it may have an older look, but don't be fooled, it is very, very powerful. It is running on the A13 bionic chip, and yes, that is the exact same one in Apple's flagship iPhone 11 Pro, and that is a lot of processing power. A lot. So the display is a smaller 4.7 inch. It is probably one of the smallest in the smartphone market, and it is kind of unusual for smartphones these days, but I can think of so many people who would still love that size, that portability. My dad will only buy a phone if it fits his like chest pocket, but this phone really reminds me of those days where we wanted the smallest, thinnest, most portable phone ever, like the iPhone 3GS. The camera specs of this iPhone SE really reminds me of my old iPhone 7 Plus. And speaking of which, I kind of forgot and am not used to how the 7 Plus cameras look. It just feels so weird when it's horizontal instead of vertical. Cameras are something that we care a lot about, and this has a 12MP wide camera on the rear and a 7MP front-facing camera, and this is exactly like the iPhone 7 Plus. There is also 4K video recording at 24fps, 30fps, and 60fps, slow-mo at 1080p at 120fps or 240fps. There is also video stabilization in 4K. 4K guys, like usually 4K doesn't have video stabilization, but in this phone it has. I mean, like, it's wow, really good technology. And I think that this is possible due to the A13 bionic chip. So there's portrait mode for the front and rear cameras, and this is something that the 7 Plus did not have. Basically, this camera is amazing for its value, and it's almost as good, if not better, than the old iPhone 7 Plus, which is the 2017 flagship model. Or 2016. Yeah, 2016. The battery life on this will definitely not be as long as the 11 Pro, but Apple claims that it is the same as the iPhone 8. 13-hour video playback, fast charging, guys. Fast charging, like, but the thing is, the charger is sold separately, so. And another thing that amazed me was the wireless charging feature. Wow, for an SE phone, I didn't expect that, but wow, this features of charging and battery life is good job, Apple. Just really good job. I really appreciate that. Speed and processing power wise, I would not expect any lags because this houses Apple's latest A13 bionic chip and Touch ID, guys. Touch ID lives in this smaller chassis. And speaking of Touch ID, I kind of miss it because in this crazy period where we have to wear masks, like, my phone has trouble recognizing my face when I have a mask on, so like, that's when I miss Touch ID the most. Other features of this is that it is water and dust resistant, although a lot of people discourage you from actually, testing it out in water because just be careful. But if you accidentally spill some water on it, you don't have to worry. This is also packed with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0 technology, and this means that it allows audio sharing between two AirPods. So who should get this phone and who is it for? What we care a lot about smartphones these days are its cameras, that it works as it's supposed to, and that means no lag, fast, that you can get the internet, you can make phone calls and texts, and yes, I still use the phone to make phone calls. Judge me. For this price, I think that this phone is good for people who want a great phone but don't want to spend so much money on it. This is also great for kids who are getting their very first smartphones, and for those who value small displays, I respect you so much because I just cannot go back to a smaller display anymore. It's just my personal preference. All in all, I feel like this is such a great value. It has so many flagship properties, and flagship phones value at about 1,000 plus USD, whereas this phone with all its great tech is only priced at 399 USD starting price. We always criticize tech companies for the minor updates every year, but when you pack all of those minor updates into the SE2 and compare it with the SE1, you can actually see a huge upgrade. For 399 USD, I think that this is so worth it. And I even call it a value-packed iPhone 7 Plus packed in a really small, not really small, but a smaller chassis. But yeah, these are my thoughts about the iPhone SE2. Let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna get it? Or are you waiting for the 12 Pro like me? I hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe and stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay minty and cherry. Goodbye.